Boom. Crypto Cardo, Precious Metal Exchange, Blockchain Future. What's going on, YouTube? Just wanted to share this video. If you've been following me on Twitter, you'll know I like to shit on Bitcoin. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you need to follow me on Twitter and partake in the epicness of me shitting on Bitcoin. But when I shit on Bitcoin, I don't mean to disrespect Bitcoin or act like Bitcoin is a shit coin. I just want to kind of break down the wall of Bitcoin maximalism and shed light on the fact and the role of what Bitcoin is and what it plays, but also to not have people lose sight of what the future of blockchain technology and the future of cryptocurrency is. People, Bitcoin is not the end all be all. Bitcoin is the beginning. Bitcoin doesn't even have a founder that the world and the central governments and the banks can trust. You really think they're going to let the whole world have all the money on Bitcoin and nobody even knows who Satoshi is? Brad Garlinghouse, 2019. Brad Garlinghouse in 2019, echoing my exact sentiments 2 years ago. I've been in crypto for 2 years. 2017, 2019, I wasn't even active. But this is Brad Garlinghouse speaking my intuitions, baby. Peep it.
Well, look, I think the crypto markets and the origins of this industry are born of a group of people who, frankly, were very much on the far edges of libertarianism of we don't trust the government and we want to avoid the government, we want to circumvent the government, and even some would say let's take down the government. You know, one step closer, they would say, the banks are the man, we hate the man, let's bring down the man. You know, Ripple took at the time, and maybe even today still, a contrarian view. The revolution of blockchain is not happening from outside the system. The government is not going away. And if governments don't go away, all of the regulatory frameworks that apply to financial institutions are not going away. And that means banks are not going away. And so our attitude is, look, if you want to enable an internet of value, you have to connect the repositories of value. The Bitcoin blockchain is a repository of value order of magnitude $120 billion. The repository of value of the banks is many, 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 many trillions. So if you really want to impact society, if you really want to change the nature of how our global economic infrastructure works, of course you want to partner with the banks. Of course you want to partner with financial institutions. But to your earlier point, I think that has made us unpopular with some that, you know, they pray at the altar of certain cryptos and they have an ideology and religion about it. I do think, I use holy wars. It's a crusade for some.
Yeah, so you don't think Bitcoin is going to get rid of the Fed anytime soon?
I don't think Bitcoin's going to get rid of the Fed anytime soon. But although, can I interject also, because I do pay attention sometimes to what the community says. You know, last week I was quoted as saying, Brad Garland is out bashing Bitcoin. Let me be very clear. I own Bitcoin.
Hang on. The quote was about China. You said there's kind of
I was going to get there.
Four pools in China control a lot of Bitcoin.
Three now.
Okay, three. Yeah. So break that down a bit.
Well, I'll finish my one quick thought here. I own Bitcoin. I'm long Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin. But we should acknowledge and not spread misinformation. When we talk about something being centralized or decentralized, control is a key element. There are 3 miners in China. By the way, you can go to lots of websites to verify what I'm saying. There are 3 miners in China that control more than 51% of the hash rate of the Bitcoin blockchain. That means that an authoritarian state could choose, or first of all, those 3 miners could collude. I don't think that's going to happen. It's never happened. But an authoritarian state, the Chinese government does have something called the Great Firewall of China. We have seen examples where governments at more authoritarian states have intervened. It is, and by the way, if you control more than 51% of the hash rate, you can freeze transactions. You can do all kinds of stuff. What happens if, you know, the next election, you know, $100 million of Bitcoins given to Bernie Sanders and the Chinese government says, no, not so much?
Yeah, I think it's real worried. Do you think this actually should be a national security concern for?
So there you have it. Brad Garlinghouse echoing many of my sentiments, a lot of people that do have the foresight and the wherewithal to be able to see what it would take to have as a blockchain, a distributed ledger technology type of currency that could take in all the money of the world and legitimately replace the traditional financial system in a digitized form? Would it be Bitcoin that's just kind of just out there in the wild, basically available for whoever has the most hash power? I mean, you've seen what type of wars have been fought over gold when gold was the standard. You see what type of wars get fought over oil. So now are we gonna have government hash rate wars with citizens versus the government in China and the motherfuckers in Switzerland with the mining farms and the ice caps and using crystal water for fuel and shit? Like what's is that the Bitcoin future? Fucking EMP attacks all over the place, knocking out your electric grid. Oh, they can't mine Bitcoin in China anymore. America's getting richer. Oh shit, the bombs are coming in. Psh, they took out the grid in America. There's no more Bitcoin in America. Oh shit. Like, come on, man. Really? That's the Bitcoin standard? No. Brad Garlinghouse keeping it real, logically, practical. Get that Satoshi fairy tale shit out your head. That was some cyberpunk internet shit that got way bigger than anybody expected. I don't know how much bigger it's going to get, but I know in my heart, and so do a lot of other very smart people, including the people at Ripple Labs, that in order to truly harness the power of blockchain technology on the macroeconomic scale of the entire world's money, the trillions and hundreds of trillions of dollars, is going to take something that is working with the banks, not some rogue internet shit that was essentially destroyed to take down the banks, but now is being fucking lassoed in and harnessed and reeled in like a fucking wild horse or a whale in the ocean. That's what you see happening with Bitcoin right now. It's being accepted and bought up so that they can control it in some shape or form. So they can start to control the price, they can control the hype, and they can control how they, being the institutions, the traditional financial system, how they can profit off of it first, just like they profit off of all other assets, whether they be digital or physical. Bitcoin is being brought right into that world. So if anybody gonna eat off of Bitcoin, they gonna eat off of Bitcoin first. But technology-wise, and just fundamentally from the root of its origins, Bitcoin is not the one. Shout out to Brad Garlinghouse. Stay tuned for another video. Thank you for watching.